Good evening, Virgos. Welcome to my channel, Spirit Nine Incorporated. It is an absolute pleasure to have you with me this evening. I do apologize for being out of the loop here for a few weeks. I unfortunately allowed the unfortunate events around the world to affect my energy levels, so I do apologize. It did put a damper on my work, but I am back. And I do hope that you Virgos out there in the world are all doing well. I welcome you to the channel, and I am going to do an integration of the planetary energies from the last half of March, which was the full moon, excuse me, in your sign, Virgo, at 27 degrees on March 18th, and I'm going to associate and integrate that with the new moon in Aries that we just had on April 1st at 11 degrees. And then I will delve into some energies from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, clarifying with the Cat Tarot that was gifted to me by my dear sweet friend and goddaughter. And then I will close out the forecast with one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. This being said, Virgo, let's delve into your forecast. This is for the last half of March 2022 and the first half of April 2022. So that full moon that we had in your sign, Virgo, at 27 degrees on March 18th, for you, Virgo, that fell in your first house, which is the house of your of the self, of your identity. And it had planets associated as well with Pisces, including Saturn and Jupiter and Mercury as well in this area. So you had a lot of planets transiting your first house back 4 weeks ago. And bear in mind that the energies of any full moon and new moon, they are relevant for a 6 to 8 week window. So those energies are still playing out at present for you, Virgo. And there appears to have been a lot of busyness for you with respect to relationships, as the planetary energies have been indicating since the last half of March. And these relationships could be intimate or otherwise. So perhaps there was a need for some compromise, some communications, perhaps in a healthier fashion. And there's been a dynamic with, this form of dialogue within your most inner self as well, as expressing that dialogue to others. So there's been a lot of busyness going on there, or seemingly so for you Virgos in this arena. There's also been a need to be very sensitive and compassionate with yourself, and certainly in communicating with others. So that is an energy that has been playing out according to the planetary energies. This may not resonate for each and every one of you Virgos, because you're all different. You all have different natal birth charts, but the generic symbolic transit message is the same of these planetary energies. Now, the way this has integrated with this new moon in Aries that we just had at 11 degrees on April 1st, Virgo, for you that fell in your 8th house. And the 8th house is the house of, diving deep into our most inner self. It has to do with death and rebirth, transformation, transforming, old into new. It's like, the caterpillar to the butterfly. And it's a beautiful transit to have, but it can be very daunting because it asks us to delve deep within ourselves and really look at the narratives within ourselves and the expression of those narratives towards others, perhaps as well, and how there may be a need to transform these energies to be more positive and uplifting, not only for yourself but towards others. On a practical fashion, this type of energy has to do with finances, taxes, and also bonding, and this seems to be a strong energetic focus with respect to relationships, and including the relationship you have with yourself, Virgo. So that is something that you may at presently, some of you Virgos that are resonating with this planetary forecast thus far, maybe embracing. Another way that this can play out is Mercury, which is your ruling planet, Virgo, has also had you, delving deep into your own self narrative, and perhaps there is um, a requirement or a request within yourself. It seems to be important either way to heal certain arenas within your most deepest self, your physical self, your emotional and your spiritual well-being. There's a need to heal the inner narrative, the inner story that you're presenting to yourself. If I may suggest a way to help you to navigate through these types of energies, even if they're shadow energies, so that there can be, once and for all, a healing for you in your communications, whether it's communications within yourself or towards others, is to go into an alternative form of healing, whether that be prayer or meditation or yoga, as long as it's a healthy form of alternative healing. These arenas will truly help you, Virgo, to connect with yourself and with your own inner narrative in a much more healthier and positive fashion, so that there can be healing and therefore positive growth and forward movement as well. And if this has to also play out in a fashion with respect to your financial resources, there's seemingly a healthier understanding that can come from this type of healing narrative within yourself, and how that is associated with your material needs, even insofar as just even food, which is highly important. What we're feeding ourselves internally. Are we eating healthy? Are we allowing that cleansing to come from within, not only from our spiritual counsel, but from the physical, that which we feed our vehicle, that fuels our vessel to stay strong and healthy? So these are some really positive, deep, but transformative energies that are seemingly playing out at this present time with the planetary energies that I have just mentioned. Now, I'd like to delve into a little of your energies through the Animal Spirit Oracle deck of your most recent, current, and forthcoming energies. We'll get some clarification through the Cat Tarot, Virgo, on some details for you. And it is my hope that this forecast, if it hasn't already, will certainly be something that you can claim for yourself. If it doesn't resonate, then it's just not your forecast this time, and perhaps the last half of April will be. I do have other videos on my channel for you to scroll through if you'd like to take a listen to one of your other Virgo forecasts. They are not linear. They are fluid. Astrology, the planetary energies is like a weather forecast. What the planets do in the universe is how they can affect our, natal and sun chart. And we can either choose to work with the energies in a positive fashion or not. We certainly have free will. But just use it as a guide, for those of you that wish to do so. And it is my hope that there will be, healing within this forecast and healthy guidance for all of you Virgos moving forward. This being said, Virgo, let's take a look at your Animal Spirit Oracle energies for the last half of March, first half of April 2022. Thank you for liking my channel. Spirit and I Incorporated truly appreciates the thumbs up button, as it does help to circulate the videos through the algorithm and help others to connect with it that perhaps would welcome any guidance from my channel. I genuinely appreciate that, Virgo. Thank you for all of those Virgoians out there that do like, share, and subscribe to Spirit and I Incorporated. It is genuinely appreciated. All right, this being said, let's take a look, Virgo, at your energies from the most recent, past, current, and forthcoming energies. First card out, we have the Skunk Spirit. Beautiful. In the upright, you're knowing your worth, Virgo. Well, for those of you that have been doing that deep dive, as I've mentioned, through your 8th house of deep self-reflection and allowing spiritual counsel to help you heal the narratives within yourself. And moving forward, you have the spiritual counsel of the number 9, which is the 54, which reduces to 9. And you're knowing your worth. A lot of you Virgoans that are connecting so far with this forecast, you're choosing to rise to a higher elevated form of consciousness, welcoming the healing of your own self-worth, and not allowing any energy to negate that, as you had experienced in the past. And certainly we can all relate to that, because we all have. But this is beautiful energy. This is in your most recent energies of the past, and it's very positive in that you are remembering your own self-worth and moving forward into energies that appreciate your worth, because you are appreciating your own worth. It's beautiful. Everything that we desire starts with the self, Virgo. Beautiful energies. In your current energies, we have the Panther Spirit. In the reverse, this is what it looks like in the upright. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. The number 44 is a master number, master descendants watching over you. It speaks about reclaiming your power. Some of you Virgoians perhaps have lost, or felt that you had lost some power in whatever arenas you were engaged in, however that resonates for you. But it speaks of, the need to reclaim your power, and the way to do that is to delve deep within your own spiritual counsel of whatever name you wish to label it. The important message is, and the key message is, to go deep within, to look at your own self-narrative and the narrative you express towards others and the energy behind that narrative, and shift it to be positive, because then you can feel that positive energy come back to you, which will allow you to reclaim that beautiful spiritual power that we all embody, and that you embody as well, Virgo. And for some of you, perhaps you've just felt a lack of that power, going through whatever healing you've been going through. But it will come, so don't be hard on yourself. 1 second at a time. That's in your current energies. Forthcoming energies, Virgo, you have a lot of kitties here. You have the Bobcat Spirit in the upright, beautiful, knowing that even though life is a mystery, you're welcoming, uplifting narratives within yourself, and how you express that towards others, and how you receive that from others. You have the beautiful infinity number of the number 8, and as far as the spiritual counsel is concerned, and as far as your practical arena, this is a money number. So it's very beautiful, very positive energies forthcoming here in your forthcoming energies. If a lot of you have not felt that yet, you soon will be. You're feeling, a little bit wounded, but you're welcoming the mystery of healing, and how that positively uplifts you, and how that practically, blesses you with a beautiful harvest, a beautiful financial harvest at that. Beautiful to see, Virgo. Just thrilled to see this for you. What an interesting forecast of the oracles thus far. Let's get some clarification through the Cat Tarot. Knowing your worth in your most recent past energies, having the spiritual counsel of number 9, as is indicated by the 54, reducing to a 9, and really wanting to take that energy forward to allow yourself to reclaim the power that you feel has perhaps spiritually left you. For those of you Virgos that are feeling that, it hasn't left you, it's just perhaps being clouded. But a lot of you seemingly are retapping back into that energy of being guided by a higher counsel that uplifts you and keeps things positive, growing, and moving forward. Ooh, cards are a little bit all over the place. Are you feeling a little bit all over the place, Virgo? They want to be flying everywhere. Maybe you're flying everywhere. Are you traveling? I don't think so. Maybe not at this time. But this being said, Virgo, let's take a look, clarifying for Virgo for the last half of March, first half of April 2022, with the Cat Tarot, looking at your most recent past energies of the skunk spirit, of knowing your worth. The first card out we have is the Fool. And here you are, Virgo. A lot of you Virgos, or some of you Virgos, have been, like the Fool, taking that leap of faith, not knowing exactly, where you're going to land, but you feel supported by spiritual counsel, as is indicated by the sun shining down here upon you. You have beautiful spiritual counsel all around you, and you're going to take a leap of faith. And this is just absolutely beautiful to see. It's positive, it's uplifting. Some of you are feeling a little bit afraid, even because you're not feeling very powerful, perhaps in your physical arena to do so, but you're going to do it anyway if you haven't already done so. This is in your most recent past energies. Some of you have already done this. Some of you are still in the throes of doing so, but it's a beautiful energy, and you're willing to take that leap of faith. That's what the Fool is indicative of. Clarifying the Fool energy, we have the Magician, another major arcana, as the Fool is. Now, it did come up in the reverse. The Magician typically is an energy of alchemizing negativity into positivity. And, again, for some of you Virgos, you have felt that lack of power in being able to, make some transformations for yourself. But I think you're, the overall positive reinforcements here are in the upright. The energies are positive, they're strong, they're upholding, they're spiritually guided. You have the blessings of the sun, which gives life force. And even though, you're feeling reticent about taking that leap of faith, for some of you Virgos, you're still going to do so. And you're going to trust that the universe will have you land on your feet. These are beautiful energies of whatever this means to you. For some, it could be personal, it could be professional, there could be changes, but whatever the energies are, the key message here is to stay focused on spiritual counsel to give you the strength within to heal the negative narratives of the past. This is again of the most recent past, so I feel a lot of you have already come through this, and you've already alchemized those energies and turned them in the upright to feel stronger within yourself. And for those of you that are still moving through those energies, you're doing so beautifully, 1 second at a time. Clarifying the Panther spirit, where some of you have felt as though you've lost some power and some steam. We have the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful, in the upright, positive financial energy. The Pentacles are indicative of resources, investments, that which is tangible. Some of you Virgos have walked through new doorways, new portals of positive new beginnings. For some of you that are in the workforce, this could be a new opportunity of employment, or already have started a new area of employment for yourselves. It's financially bountiful. It's rebuilding your resources. You're enjoying the feast of this new beginning. And the divine is very, very happy to have assisted you to move forward into this new beginning, as is indicated by the divine's hand lovingly guiding you here as you enjoy your feast. This is beautiful energy, Virgo. Beautiful energy. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse, and this is an energy of, perhaps some of you Virgos have felt delayed in taking that leap of faith, as, was indicated by the Magician here in the reverse, feeling, a lack of power to alchemize a situation in your favor. Perhaps, some of you are delayed in having that new beginning, or that new position, or that new career, or that new job, or however it resonates for you, even a new beginning in a personal arena, perhaps within a relationship. But the key message here is to recognize that if there is a delay, it's in your highest and best interest, because the divine knows best as to when your energy will be welcoming and supporting a new beginning for yourself. At this time, perhaps some of you Virgos are being prepared for that, being prepared to enjoy this beautiful feast. Some of you are already enjoying it. Some of you are feeling that there's a delay of it forthcoming, but it is coming. And that is the key message to remember here, Virgo, with this energy in reverse. Moving forward into your current energies of abundant blessings financially, as is indicated by the number 8, and spiritual blessings, which is indicated by the number 8 of the sign of infinity, as is recognized in spiritual council. That is the sign and symbol of the infinite, which is universal, totally supported by the universe, even though you're feeling that life has been a mystery and you don't understand every piece of the puzzle. It is not for you to understand every piece of the puzzle. As the Christ reminds us, and I'm not here to preach, but I will take this paraphrase from scripture, and it is to suggest and to confirm that we are not to lean on our own understanding, but that we are to trust in the infinite, the abundant blessings of the universe, of whatever that means for you, Virgo. Even though you're feeling it's a mystery, you are to trust in the infinite. And this is very beautiful. So let's clarify that energy in your forthcoming energies. We have the Three of Wands, beautiful, in the upright, moving forward positively with positive action. It's unhindered, it's strong, it's playful, it's light, and it's very, very uplifting. And those that aren't interested in walking with you into that new beginning, as is indicated by an energy here with its back toward you, you're still enjoying the feast of this beautiful new ribbon of energy of life. And those that don't want to be a part of that, you're leaving them behind. And it's a beautiful energy. You're not looking to battle with anybody, but you are moving forward positively. And, if there is a delay of someone joining you, it's just because it's not their time to walk that path. This is your path, not their path. So bear that in mind. Clarifying the Three of Wands, we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is you. The energy was indicative of laying down the battle. Wands are action-oriented elements, and you're not looking to carry any heavy laden energies of the past that perhaps kept you powerless, as is indicated here with the Panther spirit in reverse. You want to enjoy the harvest of your new beginning, understanding that even if there are delays, you're being prepared for a new position or a new beginning in some arena, and you're going to lay down the battle of negative narrative energies within yourself and or with others. Even in your forthcoming energies, you're putting that battle down. You do not want to take it with you, especially in April. April is a beautiful month to manifest miracles when the energies are used positively, Virgo. If I may suggest, please be mindful and take that wisdom of the healing that you're welcoming from within through your own alternative form of healing that's healthy for you, to lay down the battle, whatever the battle has meant for you, Virgo. That's what this energy is suggesting. And move forward, even if it's a mystery, move forward positively by leaving the negative narrative in the past and keeping it at bay, even if there's negative narrative coming toward you at this time from an energy, an outside energy. The tarot in the reverse would indicate to me that you're doing your very best to keep that at bay, because you want to take that leap of faith into the infinite that is bountifully blessed and will help continue with your own inner healing, which is where it all starts. Once we are cleansed from within, we can take our new energies and move forward. And this is beautiful to see. Now I'm going to clarify this beautiful forecast, Virgo. It's very positive. It's very healing. It's very spiritual, actually. You're really wanting to reclaim your power, but in a healthy way, not from a place of ego, but in a healthy, uplifted, spiritual manner. That's where you're wanting to take your power back, to welcome a whole new beginning for yourself, Virgo. I'm going to clarify these energies with one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. This again is for the last half of March 2022 and the first half of April 2022 for Virgo. Beautiful forecast, Virgo. It's deep, but it's positive and it's healing. It's very, very healing. You've learned a lot through, your experiences of the past that perhaps, took away a lot of your power, even where you gave away your power. You can reclaim that in an uplifting, healthy manner by connecting with your own spiritual counsel. Again, whichever name you wish to place on it, that's where it starts, Virgo. That is where it starts. And how that unfolds beautifully in your 3D practical arena is how it unfolds. And that's what you want, because that's what's lasting. Anything that comes from the universe is beautiful and is everlasting, even if it's abrupt and can feel discomforting at the moment it happens. It ultimately provides a beautiful healing and a beautiful recognizing of what you do and what you don't want. And what you do want is healthy new beginnings in all arenas of your life. For those that this resonates more professionally, that's where you want it. And for those where it's more personal, that's where it will play out as well. And for some of you, it will be for both. This being said, one last final message from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck for the sign of Virgo for the last half of March, first half of April 2022. And the oracle that came out was the oracle about talking about your home. Again, the numerical number of 27 reducing to a 9. Now, it did come up in the reverse. And what this suggests to me, Virgo, is that because some of you have been challenged with, reclaiming your power in a positive fashion, it has left you felt out of sorts within your deepest psychological self, which is what the 8th house speaks of, which is where this new moon in Aries at 11 degrees fell for you here just on April 1st. And these energies will be playing out, for the most of April. It has left some of you Virgonians feeling that, you don't know where home is, you don't know what home means to you, but you do know that you want a home, not only within your most deepest self, but in your practical arena as well. What is home to you? Who is home to you? Where is home to you? What does home feel like to you? Home is the foundation, is the 4th house. It has to do with even your most deepest psychological self. And that's what this oracle is speaking of. And some of you have felt out of sorts. You haven't felt connected with that inner spiritual narrative, which is what the positive forthcoming energies are asking you to focus on, because that's where it starts. And once you have found that deep clarity within yourself, Virgo, which you will, because the spiritual realm will help you when you connect through prayer, through meditation, through yoga, through Tai Chi, through even going for a walk in nature, as would be indicated by the beautiful woods here. You will find that clarity within your inner home, within your inner foundation, within your most deepest psychological self. And that clarity will help you turn the energies around and see the light that's always been there for you, guiding you. There's the spiritual owl, right, ready to fly toward you. It's just asking you to call it in. And that spirit asking you to connect with spirit. And for those of you that have been challenged in doing so, that's what this energy in the reverse would indicate with this card in the reverse. It's just been difficult, but you are working toward it, because you feel the light deep in your sacral chakra, down here. And you can feel that light starting to envelop you. And here's the beautiful spiritual owl waiting to ask you to have it fly toward you, to relay the beautiful spiritual messages by walking through this beautiful spiritual portal. This is where your healing is. You're healing right now, Virgo, for those of you that are resonating. Some of you are healing from a professional arena, personal arena, both, however it resonates. But you are calling it in, even if it is delayed. You are calling it in because you are releasing the negative narratives. And it takes time. So don't be hard on yourself. Be kind. Go through this movement gently, Virgo. Navigate through it gently, compassionately, and lovingly, first and foremost to yourself. And then you can express that towards others. That's where it all starts. Be the change that you want, Virgo. That's what this forecast is messaging to you. And it has been an absolute pleasure for me to deliver this message to you. I do hope that it has been of some help to you, Virgo. For those of you that are resonating, thank you again to each of you that like my channel by hitting that thumbs up. It does help the video circulate to help others. I look forward to seeing you soon for the last half of April 2022. Until then, Virgo, take extra special care. Remember to connect with your spiritual self. It'll help you to release all this negative narrative, laying down the battle, as is indicated that you're doing so, to welcome the beautiful light that you're feeling in your sacral chakra, and then calling in the spirit to help you turn these energies around. And you will feel the blessings beautifully and abundantly, not only in your most spiritual self, but in your new beginnings, however and wherever you wish to have these beautiful energies unfold. So don't lose hope, Virgo. Stay focused on your healing, and you will transform. Congratulations for doing the work, because that's where it all starts. I will see you soon, Virgo. Spirit and I Incorporated signing off for now. Take good care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Good night.